Oh, bonjour.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, senor. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast, the podcast where every week we talk about a film. And this next few weeks we're talking about Hammer films because Halloween's coming up and Halloween this year is canceled. Yeah,
Indeed.
for any new listeners that might be joining us, because we went up on Amazon Podcasts and we got some listens, some more listens. Hi, I'm Eva. And
Mostly evil.
there's two of us. There's two of us here, and we're both Evos. And we're both very miserable, yeah. I have me a cup of tea. I got the mood lighting going, so it's all good. Gonna talk about the Quatermass experiment. I finally pronounced it right. Later on in the show.
It's not much to talk about.
It's a good. It's a good film.
It's a decent movie. I despise the end of it. Like the first two acts, pretty good.
The ending, yeah, the ending is a bit of a wet fart. Much like last week's film, or the film before.
At this point, much like every fucking Hammer movie I remember. I'm not even being angry at this point. It's just.
I feel like it's gonna be a trend for a bit. But yeah, we're gonna talk about what we did during the week. Talk about some news because there's big news this week. Jesus Christ!
I just remember a couple of things. That's about it.
Well, that's the one big thing.
Oh yeah, I mean the Bethesda being bought out.
Yes, by Microsoft.
It's an interesting thing that happened.
Kind of out of nowhere.
Maybe.
So, what did you do this week, sir? Well, what did you get up to?
I played a shit ton of Witcher. Found out my fucking Achilles heel, which is Earth Elementals, because by God, those things are fucking annoying to deal with.
Earth Elemental? Are they even? I don't think they are in the Witcher one.
Oh, they are in the Witcher. They fucking are. See, they're not hard. They're not too strong.
Okay.
But holy shit, they're fucking annoying to deal with. Because you do no damage, and they do all of the damage. They also have a shit ton of HP. And I repeat, you do no damage. Do you know how fucking annoying it is when I looked at a guy that was like, yeah, stack yourself with fucking stuff because you probably wear out the Silver Sword at least twice fighting them.
Fucking hell. Yeah, they're only in Witcher 3. They're not in.
I fucking hate them. They're just annoying. They're not hard. They have the most simple attacking patterns I've seen. But one mistake usually means that I might be dead.
They look cool.
Kinda.
Actually, I tell a lie. One of the boss fights in Witcher 1 is like against a bunch of elementals, but that's a pretty shit boss fight.
Boss fight. See, I had most fun in this game while doing monster hunts. I figured out what the issue was. See, I was supposed to go to Novigrad from the beginning.
Yes.
I went to Velen.
Ooh. Apparently that's one of the spots in the game where there's cooler contracts.
Oh yeah, I almost did all the fucking contracts in Velen. I got like a couple left at level 34. I'm just level 22.
Yeah.
But now I'm in Skellige. I want to reiterate. I'm level 22, almost 23. And now I'm Skellige. I haven't even finished the first part of the main quest. I haven't found Ciri.
Oh, it's gonna be a second before you find her anyway.
Still though. And I think I fucked up a couple of quests. Because of course I did. Now obviously I fucked up the Gwent one because I refused to play Gwent, so that one was a given.
Fair enough.
I just don't like the game. I don't mind it. It's not really annoying, but holy shit, I just don't like playing it. And it feels so fucking random half the time. I don't get it. It's like, what's the point? Am I winning something here? What's the strategy? Strategy is big deep cards.
Yeah, strategy against most of them is just get big damage.
Pretty much what I do. And if I get lucky, I get lucky.
Hey.
So I finished the Triss Marigold quest.
Yes.
Before I should have done that.
Wait, like, did you finish the quest, or did you still?
Yeah, I finished. No. I finished the quest.
And you're like level 22.
Of course. I mean, I finished it a while ago, but see, because I didn't finish the hunt for the Radovets quest.
Yeah.
And apparently there is a part of it which I basically need to be with. I need to bring something to her, to Triss, so that I can get some more information and shit. There's also
Okay.
another part when I dealt with what the fuck was the name of the dwarf? I forgot. His quest, because you go into
Oh, oh shit, what's his name? He hangs
yeah.
out. He hangs out with the bard, and I forgot both their names.
Oh, the battle's name is Dandelion.
Yeah,
That's really fucking
it's
simple.
Dandelion and
Zoltan.
Zoltan. Yeah,
Yeah, of course it was.
fucking love Zoltan.
Zoltan's amazing, but he has a quest, which is find cards. Nothing wrong with that. And one of the quests, you get to find another thing that you need to bring to Triss to maybe trigger another fucking event.
Right.
But Triss is already gone.
Yeah. One of the best quests in the first Switcher is where you meet at Shani's place and you invite Zoltan to get drunk with you, and just the three of you get drunk off your tits, and that's the whole quest. It's great.
See, I fucking love the hunts. The hunts are, you can literally just make the whole game me doing monster hunts and I'd be happy. They're not as
they're very involved.
yeah, they are. It feels different, even though it's the same fucking shtick, but it feels different. I finished the quest where I basically had to get drunk so I can learn out an Enkinema. No, wait, the second one, which was 5.5, even though I kind of 5 shot it was difficult because I was drunk as shit.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it actually worked, because I hated fighting drunk in the first one. It's just annoying.
Well, here is kind of a necessity because it's not an Enkinema. It's the other one.
The Kikimora?
No, it's the next tier. So basically, you need to get drunk because it only hunts people that are drunk. So basically, you have to go through the fucking town drunk.
Oh.
And then you fight it, and then you sober up.
So you have to slowly waddle all the way to the place where it fights you.
Yeah, it's not a difficult fight because
if it works in this one the same way in the first one, if you strafe, if you walk sideways while you're drunk, you actually walk a lot faster.
I don't fucking care. I finished the quest. See, most of the quests, most of the fights involve out left, strike, out left, strike, out left, strike.
Yeah.
Simple shit. Don't use the big dodge. It's pointless. It's literally pointless. Most of the time, it gets you away from them.
Yeah, just sidestep.
Just spam queen, whatever. Quinn, whatever. And pray for the best, which is easy.
Cross your fingers.
And I found the second most annoying fight I had was against the Leshen. Fuck the Leshen. I don't get it. I beat his ass, but I don't get how. Because here's one of the things that annoys me about the game. It's actually a lot of them. First of all, the whole, what you will call it, the locking system only works on non-boss monsters. So that's the thing.
Okay.
That's really fucking annoying to deal with, because if I face let's say, a Leshen or whatever, I cannot lock onto him, especially if it's a flying enemy. Because
it's a boss.
Yeah, for some reason you can't. But if there are ads, you lock onto the ads. That did screw me a couple of times, and that's something I don't really like. It just I barely use the lock-on system now because I force myself not to use it because it's kind of pointless. Like, half the time it doesn't do shit. Why do you even have that?
Yeah, that's why I like playing Dark Souls 2, by the way, because that's the one Dark Souls game out of all of them where where locking on actually makes the game worse sometimes.
Well, other than that, I mean, I killed Horson Jr. Of course I did. I killed the guy that tried to swindle Zoltan's money. I let the Witcher from the cat school live, though.
Huh. Okay.
Of course I did.
Also, how does Zoltan get tricked out of money in every game? Because I'm pretty sure there's a bit in the first one where he gets tricked out of something.
I think it's because he's a fucking lousy ass gambler.
Yeah, well, he has a huge gambling problem.
Oh, of course they do. Dandelion has a big fucking woman problem.
Yep, and he never gets he either doesn't get lucky or he fucks the ugly one and she doesn't leave him alone. It's great.
Although now that he has someone next to him in Cuneta.
Yeah.
there's something. What else? Oh, there was another interesting one. I left a couple of other people alive. I didn't kill all the fucking contracts. I didn't kill the succubus and didn't kill the changeling.
There's some contracts that actually help if you don't kill it because they come back later.
Of course, Big Boss says, especially if you read the fucking the bestiary, I see that the succubuses don't really kill people.
No, the succubuses don't bother anybody either. They kind of tend to themselves and only show up like.
No, because they fuck people to death.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. They just fuck people to death, but they do not harm humans on purpose.
Yeah.
What else? There's a couple of the other things I did, but usually first, I'm planning on leaving Dijkstra alive.
Okay.
Because Dijkstra is a fucking unit. Honestly, I fucking feel for Dijkstra. He tried his best. Like he's a man with a vision, and that vision is the correct one.
Yeah. Also, major props to whoever designed the succubi in Witcher 3. They look great.
Yeah.
The horns and the whole way they look at it, it's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I need also Team Triss for the win.
Obviously, we said that last week as well. Team Triss is like.
Of course, and now she's in Cairnboran because of course she's there.
Oh, in the witch school.
I also saved Akira.
Okay.
Because fucking reasons. Also, fuck you, Radovitz. I'm gonna kill you. Even though there is a method to his madness, I do understand that it's still not good. Like, when he talks, everybody behaves like a fucking idiot, but he actually makes sense for once. Like what?
The thing about Radovid, yeah, the thing about him is he's just full of himself and he's very annoying.
Well, he's also psychopathic.
Yes.
He's vengeful as shit. He's also petty.
Yep.
And but he's also incredibly fucking smart.
Yep. He's like a very well written character altogether.
But I'm still gonna kill him. Fuck him. Because here's the thing: if I don't kill Radovid, means that Triss and Berigot are gonna be killed. Which is always bugged me. Like these people are fucking next to immortal, live for their lifespans are bullshit at length, and somehow it's just and they die from fire. Like what?
Well, it's the same rules as it's the same rules as the elves in like Lord of the Rings, where they can live forever, but you can stab them.
See, yes, but here's the thing. There it at least makes sense. Here it's basically like why? It's like, why? Why isn't anyone a fucking sorcerer? At least the other one is basically him being a racial trait, which is not something you can usually give.
Yeah.
Well, here is.
Do me a favor while we're talking. Check in the stream and see how we sound, because I would try to do it, but that will like overlap all the audio.
Just a second. Yeah, we sound fine.
Cool. I want to make sure that I'm not clipping or something. That's the the annoying part.
Other than that, my decision making right now is kind of questionable most of the time because, especially leaving the guy from the cat school alive, I was like, see, he got screwed off of money and they tried to kill him. He went overboard. Probably not the first time, but again, they tried to fucking kill him after hiring him. That's just bad. Like precautions need to be met. Like this is a breach of contract. You need to pay up. Like sometimes I don't get paid for contracts immediately. That's fine because give it a week or so and I'm gonna get the fucking contract done. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
That's why I like. That's what I like. Sometimes you can get out of a contract by negotiating as well, which is.
Oh, negotiating is fucking stupid.
I know, but I like that it's an option.
Yeah. Basically, if you get, it's just 50 crowns on top. I think it's the limit. You can't get more. I tried. It's just maybe there is something in the game later on that gives you the ability, but at that point, why the fuck do I care? I solved the money issue. I managed to find. I actually outfitted myself with the whole Griffin School Witcher set.
It's a cool set as well.
Decent set, but I need to upgrade it so I can get the bonuses because this shit confuses me. I only got 2 of them done. But wait, I got gauntlets, silver, steel swords up, boots up. Breaches, definitely, because they upgraded them before I was the appropriate level, so
Yeah.
oof on that one, just oof. And I just need the leather armor, and I just got the last of the materials, because I did most
Yeah.
of the feathers.
The only thing I don't like about that set is it's how it makes him look like he has a belly.
And no one gives a shit. I mean, I'm also now doing the other sets, trying to find them.
Yeah.
Honestly, that shit's just kinda annoying, but not really. Mostly because it revolves, oh, this is a level 34 quest. Two of the things you can just get immediately, and the one is basically with something.
Also, if you find the feline one, that's pretty cool. It's
I
it's got
have
like
the
it's the blue one with the hood.
Yeah, I have the feline one, but I don't know right now, because they cost a shit ton of fucking money and materials to make, like a shit ton. Fuck me, man, it's just so much. What else? I'm mostly been farming shit. So yeah, basically ran through the whole fucking Velen, overpowered as fuck, just doing whatever the fuck. Going to Skellige, realize that this shit ain't gonna stop.
Yep.
So I had a contract that was basically, oh, I need to kill this thing. It's level 11. And I'm like,
You just
5 hits. 5 hits. That's all
far
it
on
took
it
me.
once and it topples over.
5 hits. That's all it took. 5.
Yeah. Oh,
Although there is an
yeah.
achievement for getting two contract fights without using any signs, potions, or whatever, just straight up fights. So it should be cheesable like this.
Yeah, now that you're over leveled, you might as well.
Hope so.
I started playing Hollow Knight.
It's an okay game.
It's it's Dark Souls but 2D and with a lot of charm.
It's fine. It's one of those games, the Metroidvania style, Dark
Yeah,
Souls
but
games.
so far I quite like it. It's a bit floaty though. Feels very floaty when you jump. But
Yeah, because it's a platformer.
Yeah, the characters are cool.
I'm not for people who haven't heard. I'm not a particularly big fan of it.
No,
Not because yeah, it's not because the game is bad. It's because I've played like fucking tens of thousands of them, and I'm tired.
Yeah, it's a running gag with indie developers to just make a platformer with cool graphics and Dark Souls inspired combat.
I mean, it used to be the fucking the science of an indie developer. It's open world sandboxy with a crafting system. What else was there?
Yeah.
Survival.
Oh no, that's triple A's a lot of times.
No. This used to be the thing for indies like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it even had a fucking acronym for it, a funny one, because it was the same shit every fucking time. I don't know why, and I don't care why, but holy shit.
Yeah. I played a bunch of Titanfall 2 as well. And again, that game is great if your team knows what they're doing.
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell. I managed to. So, you know the Howler contract?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a level 20. Guess what level I did it at?
19.
God, no.
7.
11.
Oh, Jesus.
I managed to. What's the word for it? I managed to cheese it because they got bugged.
Okay.
Basically, because models in this game are kind of broken. Somehow, I was able to put it up to the wall, so it's almost perpendicular to the floor.
Yeah.
All the time, and its attacks never actually reached me if I ever went for them.
Okay.
So I just spent the next 15 minutes just doing that because I was also doing no damage, but that's because I was level 12. God knows that.
Howlers as well are such a pain.
Oh, no, really. I mean, it's not as painful as fucking Leshen.
But Leshen are just giant, like, forest creatures, so...
Yeah, that constantly teleport, they have no clear attack pattern.
Yep. And they don't telegraph attacks very well.
And also, this is a mistake on my part. See, for the longest period of time, I was wondering, what's the point of me crafting potions? I thought it was like... So
you better be collecting those herbs everywhere you can.
Oh, no, I already did that. That shit's too easy. So I was like, so what's the point of me doing this? Like, it's not... Like, do I have to recraft every potion so that I can get a new stack of them? Because if that's the case, I'm not fucking bothering with that shit. Like, what's the point of those fucking oils? Do I have to recraft every single one of them every time I need one? Like,
nah.
No. Turns out I don't. I just need to meditate, and it's gonna be refilled if I have alcohol.
Yep. If you have the ingredients, they will repop.
It's not the ingredients. You just need alcohol. That's the thing.
Is it just that? I can't remember. Again, like I've barely touched Witcher 3 to actually know exactly.
Yeah. So I spent half the game. So I was desperately searching for a fucking cat potion because that one gives you
Night vision.
Night vision. That's important against Leshen. That's actually fucking mandatory.
Yeah, because you usually fight him in the middle of the night as well. So it's much easier to fight with when you can see what you're doing.
Even if you're fighting during the day, they mark your whole vision.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the cat actually, because you need to follow the ravens. Yeah, no, that shit was easy. So every time you attack them once or twice, they become invisible and they repop where the ravens go. Because the ravens, as mentioned in the fucking contract when it began, are their servants. So every time it goes invisible, the ravens scatter, and you need to see where the ravens go, so you can go and attack it immediately. So you get
a cool
a couple
detail
of
that.
Yeah, imagine it took me like fucking half a minute to figure that shit out. Sign of a good game though. I actually had to use my brain for a second. And I was like, I can't see shit, but I need this shit, so cat potion. And I spent majority of the game without a fucking cat potion, because you also need to find the thing, and I never fucking dropped. Oh, I've got a towny oil potion that I can't upgrade because I don't have an arachne venom. It never dropped. It never fucking dropped.
You need to fight spiders for it, don't you?
Yeah. And it never fucking dropped.
Is the tawny owls, does it still straight up just give you stamina, or is it heals? Which one was it?
No, it was stamina.
The stamina, isn't it? So what heals you? What's the one that heals you? What's the name of it?
Swallow,
yes,
which is
okay.
for quest. That's one of them. And there is another one which is basically Swallow is heal over time. It's not great, but there's one that gives you immediate heals.
Yeah, there's two different ones, but I used to use the heal over time one if I was running through poison areas in Witcher 1, because it just makes your life easier.
Queen all the time. Quen, sorry.
Queen.
There is also halfway through the fucking Novigrad section, they gave me a potion that gives me not free shit. Gives me immunity to poison. Which is mandatory for the section because you need to go through the sewers. It's the the Dijkstra quest where you need to find out this Tohi shit. Did I mention I actually didn't tell him that it was Dandelion, but he still figured it out because Dijkstra is a fucking unit and I love him. He gets to live.
I'm glad you're enjoying a videos game that is just a straight up classic RPG, like Western one.
Well, wrong, because there is also whatchamacallit.
No, I'm saying it's a game I would never look at you, I'll never see you playing, but I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, because I played Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, and those two are both shit shows.
Yeah, but I really need to get this one because you're making me want to play it now.
Yeah, I do remember because I saw it back in the day. I was like, oh, so I actually improved it, but I never thought I actually could run it.
Well, so yeah, if you can run it, that means I can run it too, so I'll probably get it. I'm getting paid tomorrow as it is, so.
Yay.
But yeah, go on.
And there are a lot of details I like, but there's a lot of details I don't really like. It's like a mixed bag.
I can't blame you. But yeah, Hollow Knight, good. Titanfall 2, good if your team knows what they're doing. If they don't know what they're doing, it literally feels like you're playing on your own. And you're constantly getting bodied because one of their team is two of the other team are already fed to shit. So it's like you get killed because they're constantly moving about, and all of a sudden a Titan drops on your head, and you're like, well, I guess this match is lost. Because once you pull from a certain score, there's no catching up. It's ridiculous. I also made a video.
I haven't checked Facebook.
I've posted it all over the place, but it's on YouTube. It'll be in the description of this podcast later on. It's a video about customers and coffee shops. And actually, you know what? While we're here, let me see if I can actually put this. I might try and just put it on the screen. And browser, create new, and I will go like so. And let me just, no, shut up, pause, thanking you. Oh, it's making noise. So now I can do this. I can put a URL in. And it's already making the noise. No. Why is it? No, I don't want to do that. No thanks. Shut up. Okay. I swear to fucking God. Go delete that. Delete this. There we go. That's what I want to do. So I'm just going to casually put this up on the screen and let it play. And I'll mute us so we don't have to see, listen to us talk as well. The video is called If Coffee Shop Customers Were Honest. So now I'm just going to mute us, play it, and we will be back after this plays. In the audio version, you can hear it play out, but it's pretty much just, you can do it, audibly. If not, just skip 3 minutes and we'll be back. So I'm just mute this. Why can I not? Okay, there we go. I can only mute myself. So, I'm not going to mute either of us. Are you looking at the stream?
No.
Look at the stream so you can see it as well, and then we can just carry on from there.
To have to put the audio on.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
So I'm just going to play the video. And can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, you can see it, and now I'm going to play the video, and we're going to keep quiet for 3 minutes. Here we go. Yeah, hi, I'm going to order something I don't like, and then not drink it and complain to head office, and I'll tell you about it.
Skinny milk is better. No, I know there's more sugar in it, but Slimming World says it's better, so therefore it's better. Slimming World. I'm 85 years old.
Yeah, I got lactose-free milk. I don't have a lactose intolerance. I'm just being an asshole. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and expect table service, even though there's clearly a queue at the bar, but I'm gonna pass them on. Oh, hey, you got gluten-free items? I'm not gluten intolerant, I'm just being an asshole. What's that? Oh, no, I'm next, and I'm fully aware that these are way too loud, but I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not looking at you. Alright. Yeah, hi, can I get a one-shot skinny wet? Pointing at you. Does that make, probably, that probably makes you feel bad. Oh, I think I'm very fashionable, thank you, yeah. Yeah, I'm an astute coffee drinker. I'm gonna have a milkshake with just that much coffee, please. I want to taste the coffee. Half shot, quarter shot, half calf.
I think very little of myself, so I'm just going to belittle you to make my sale feel better. Customer's always right, so you can't say no to that.
It makes you feel bad, doesn't it? Me pointing my finger at you. But it makes me feel good. Oh no, just pointing my finger at myself. Caramel, vanilla, frap.
I just shit myself.
Yeah, I know, I'm blissfully unaware of how coffee actually works, but I like to think I'm a connoisseur because I have milkshakes. My life is a lie. But I'm not gonna let that show, so I'm just gonna make you feel terrible. And I'm just gonna, make it worse for you and for everybody else that's involved. And fuck you. With an extra shot of hot chocolate and more cream. I have a free one. I'm not gonna finish it or drink it. I'm just gonna look at it and walk away.
No habla inglés.
just burn my milk. I want it singed. I want it to like just curd up. I like burnt milk, so I want my coffee extra hot. Extra hot, please. Burnt milk, burn the milk, burn it. Burn it. And if it's not burnt, and if I can't taste cheese, then I don't want it. There we go. Oh shit, what happened there? I've just lost the frame. Help. There it is. There it is. Haha, better. Yep. That was the video. I made it because I'd lost my mind after a shit day at work, so I thought I will make a video about customers at work. And I realized, having done this for so long, how jaded I've become towards people. And how much this kind of job just makes you hate people. Yeah, kids, don't get into hospitality. Just don't do it. It's painful. It turns you into a jaded, bearded old man like myself.
Maybe, probably.
Probably, maybe, allegedly. But yeah, that's what we've done this week, I guess. Have you watched anything or read anything?
Oh, I supposed to watch something. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. One of them was by the critical drinker.
Critical drinker.
Yes. Yeah, about Tenet.
What did he say?
Okay, so what he said was, it's a movie you need to rewatch a couple of times so you can grasp all of it.
Okay.
And that new Batman's performance was amazing.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's about it. The rest of it, I mean, quote him because reasons. Yes, it's good moments and it's bad moments. It's Christopher Nolan at its best and worst. But also, he made a point that the whole story has been done before in an inferior Star Trek series, with the exact same line of temporal Cold War.
You know, that's funny. That's a regular Red Letter Media gag. Well, they'll talk about a film and Mike will suddenly go, you know this was an episode of Star Trek, right? And then he'll go on a 10-minute tangent talking about the episode, comparing it to the film they're talking about. It's funny. Star Trek is just one of those. Oh, speaking of Bond, there was a rumor that Tom Hardy was going to play the next Bond. But that's very quickly proven that not to be true.
Good, because I already made my feelings as to who the next one should be.
We've said it before. Idris Elba.
God, I see some of my friends give me flack because he's a black man and apparently Bond can't be black, and I'm like,
who gives a fuck what color he is?
What? I was like, what? What the fuck kind of sense does that make? I mean, Ian Fleming is one of the most is a xenophobe or racist and a fucking asshole.
It'd be very great irony.
Fuck? See the fuck? I mean, what do you mean? You just what?
Like, we've said this before in the podcast many times, but it doesn't matter what color the person, what color the person's skin is on the screen if the story is good.
Pretty much.
Or, it doesn't matter what gender they are or what color their skin is. If the story is good and if the movie is good, that the rest of it could get thrown out the window.
Yes. Let's go with yes.
Yes. That's why the new Ghostbusters didn't work, because it just wasn't funny. It's not because they were women. It's because it just wasn't funny. I'm just saying it now before somebody else does. But yeah, in actual news...
Yes, like we mentioned before, Bethesda's been bought out from ZeniMax by Microsoft.
For $7.5 billion.
Well, That also includes id Software.
Yes.
And a lot of other
Everything under
IPs.
Bethesda. So now there's other rumors circulating that we're gonna get the Doom games on the Xbox Game Pass, and that we might be getting new Fallout New Vegas sequel and a new Wolfenstein game, but based on the Return to the Castle Wolfenstein stuff and not the new stuff. And
Whatever the fuck that last one was.
was it New Colossus? Not New Colossus. Youngblood was the latest one with the two girls.
Even that one, see, New Colossus was the beginning of the end. Youngblood was just cementing it.
The first one, I'll be honest, the first one's pretty fucking awesome from the new ones.
Okay, so here's the thing. Replay it now and tell me it doesn't look fucking familiar. Give me a second.
What do you mean?
See, just replay it now, after everything that's come out, and tell me it doesn't look fucking familiar.
The new...
Sorry, the first reboot of the
Familiar in what way?
You'll see. I've said 1,000 times. But just replay it, you see it. Is it a good game? Yes and no. It's only good because it's based on the other game. It came out. And it does exactly the same shit as that other game. And because that other game was good, this one also is good. But besides that, it's nothing special.
Well, it's a Wolfenstein. I'm trying to think what game you might be comparing it to, but I can't even like...
So you need to replay it. Simple. It's not even a long game. It's actually pretty fucking...
It's like 8 to 10 hours, depending.
And New Colossus, sorry, if your fucking DLCs with standalone fucking stories are much better than the original game, you fucked up. You fucked badly. Like, really badly.
Well, arguably the DLC for the reboot one is also better than the main one. Because it's based in it's the story right before the game kicks off.
Still, I mean, like I said, that game, Wolfenstein, the original game, it's a mediocre game. It's just, people were happy because it came out first.
Yeah.
Compared to that other game.
You talking about Doom?
Maybe you need to replay the game.
Well, it's made by the same people, so.
It's not. It's a French studio that actually made it.
I thought it was the same. I thought it was the guys from id.
No,
because it's in the same engine.
Oh, see, just because people share resources.
No, I get that, but yeah, the New Order to the game is called.
The Wolfenstein remake is made by some French
Machine Games. Oh,
yes.
Swedish boys.
Oh, Swedish are my bad. I thought they were French.
No, they're from Sweden.
Okay, fair enough. That's my bad. Because I remember at the E3 a year ago. God, that was a long time ago. when they were announcing Youngblood, it was French people on stage talking.
Oh yeah, we get that quite a bit. Is that all they've made? Just the... Huh. All they've made is New Order. Wolfenstein. What about the new Colossus? Is that by a different, like...
I think so, because I'm pretty sure that... No way.
It's Machine Games and Panic Button Games.
I don't even know what Panic Button Games is.
Neither do I. They're behind Warframe and Rocket League.
Okay.
Warframe's still going strong after all these years, so...
No, and the Youngblood is made by Machinima, Arcane Studios, and Panic Button. Fucking Arcane.
Why does that sound familiar? Arcane?
Because they're the assholes. A French developers.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is why
the Dishonored boys.
Dishonored and Prey. Also Arx Fatalis, which is a great game.
And the new Deathloop coming out next year. Arx Fatalis. Arx Fatalis, pretty sure that's on Xbox Game Pass, you know.
Weird, because you shouldn't be able to run it properly without mods and without actual edits.
Or is it a different game I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of a different game. This is an old game. This is 2002.
Yeah. Or did I watch somebody do a review recently? Was it Mandalore that did a review of it?
He did a review like 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? I don't remember I don't remember what I watch.
See, the game is for 2000. I remember playing it. It's a good game. It's actually really good. For some reason, the people who made this game went and did some of the games I don't particularly enjoy. How the
Yeah,
fuck do you...
one of the main dudes in that studio is a Bulgarian.
Good for him, man. Good for him. I saw fucking Dishonored, Prey. The shit show that Prey was.
Yeah, Prey was, you know.
Bioshock 2. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry.
You know what? Bioshock 2 is probably my favorite one for gameplay wise out of all three.
It's not even a good one.
Because it's actually made with a lot of PC in mind. And the moment I touched the mouse in that game, I went, yes. Because it feels good to move about.
No, game was just... Well, I gotta say it was the worst game I played, because it definitely isn't. Can name at least 50 that were worse.
Yeah.
Just top of my head. And I'm gonna say it's an overhyped piece of shit.
Which one?
The whole Bioshock series, all of them.
I mean, they're fun. I guess.
I'm sorry, if I wanna pay 50 fucking quid to replay a game I've already played thousands of times, I'm just gonna replay the game I've played 1,000 times. There's no point. It's not just me putting on fucking T4 hat and being extra fucking Puma. It's just simple fucking logic here. See, this is the reason why I like The Witcher. The Witcher gives me a feeling that I haven't had a long time. The Witcher is the closest thing I've had to an Oblivion game in years.
Like a game that actually gets involved and like gets you.
No, just Oblivion.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a game that actually gets you to play it and you want to play it to see what happens.
No, those as well. It's just Oblivion. It's basically it's the same as Oblivion.
Yeah, big old open world RPG quests and
with twists a bit because Oblivion questing was fucking shit.
Yeah, it is.
Just to be fair, it was shit, but it was a different time, so that's excusable. I'm not gonna be cashing flag. See, the Witcher questing system quests, most of them are almost at the level of the Dark Brotherhood. They're not there, but
yeah, they're just good quests.
Overall, the questing's fine, most of them. Like I said, the contract's amazing. And this is the one thing I fucking love about it, because it almost makes me feel like I'm replaying Oblivion again for the first time. So I'm playing Oblivion again for the first time. And I enjoyed my time. And this is the same. I also got it for fucking dirt cheap, because after all those sales, come on, it's just normal. A bit of news. Earlier today, Serious Sam 4 came out.
Yeah. Oh, is it actually out? I thought it was just like a playable demo or something. Because I saw somebody play it, and I saw reloading, and I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Fully out. And I don't like Serious Sam. Never liked it.
I don't mind it. I just hated the third one.
I hated the third one as well. I actually like the second one, although it was way too fucking long.
Second one's like 30 hours.
It's fucking long.
I didn't mind it, but yeah, the third one was just, oh Jesus. The third one was bad. It was very bad.
So one of the things I absolutely love, I'm gonna read this recommendation from a guy who says, loading times are ridiculously long, ranging from 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, if that's your fucking problem, boy, you haven't played the game for a long time. Constant stuttering every time a new scene loads up. Fair enough. VSync is broken in Vulkan. Is that really a fucking issue? That you VSync?
Why are you using VSync?
Yeah, because he wants to check his fucking system more in a game that says that it's gonna have 1,000 fucking enemies on the fucking screen at the same time. Yeah, continue checking your system.
VSync is bad, children. Turn it off.
Missing DOSs despite being advertised as having it. Okay. No AA improvements whatsoever. AA is anti-aliasing.
Anti-aliasing, yeah.
Improvement whatsoever, really. I mean, FXAA just blurs the image while leaving it aliased in hell. Fair enough, that's just fucking bad design. It's good.
Oh god,
although Although why the fuck would you be using AA? Then again, the game does look like shit, so AA might actually be a step up. Objects pop-ins from each step taken. So rendering issues.
So yeah.
was forcing these to zero obliterates GPU performance so you can avoid it. Yeah, no shit. What they fucking set out to do was fucking stupid from the get-go. Anyone who thought it was gonna work. No. Random spikes in the GPU usage. Yeah, no shit. You can see 70%. Fucking 70? Jesus Christ. CPU usage is horrendous. Out of 8 cores, first core is being stressed at 75%. See, those things are just like animations are atrocious. Well,
no shit. It's serious, Sam. They've never been good.
Game crashes when switching DX12 and API.
I have a feeling this person just has a buggy computer. I'm not sure if it's the game in a lot of these cases.
That is recommended by the devs themselves. Okay. Oh. Voice acting cheap as heck, fine. Lighting is flat, literally sky wallpaper instead of fully dynamic skyboxes with volumetric outs. Listen.
How do you expect? Well, that's just a shit argument because again, it's 1,000 enemies on the screen. What are you gonna be? Are you even gonna be looking at the volumetric, ray traced sky? No, you're not.
See, these are the kind of people that would put fucking motion blur and put the rest of the shit on, just because my graphics.
My graphics. And like, why is my PC chugging when there's more than 50 enemies on the screen?
But I'm gonna say this: at least his recommendation is based on actual things.
Yeah.
And all this happened within the first 10 minutes. Forging cutscene, shooting 3 enemies. Okay. Fair enough. And also G-Man Lives has already produced a video, and yeah. Legion system is a sham. Yeah, no shit. Having 1,000 enemies on their fucking broke-ass engine is impossible to do properly.
Yep.
Like this shit's been...
It's impossible to do on most engines.
I mean, I think that, if I remember correctly, Serious Sam 4 is on the new Unreal Engine.
No, Serious Sam 4 is on the Crow Team Serious Engine, I think. Serious Sam 4. I'm pretty sure it's on their own, like, engine.
Could be.
Developed by Crow Team, yes, I know that. Okay. Engine. No results.
Huh.
Riveting. I'm pretty sure it's the engine they made for Serious Sam 3, which wasn't supposed to be Serious Sam 3 at first.
Initial release 2014, but this is the Serious Engine 4. It doesn't say that Serious Sam 4 is on the Serious Engine. I don't know.
It looks like it is because it looks the exact same as 3.
See, my current YouTube fan favorite, Desiro, made a whole playthrough on Serious Sam.
Yeah.
And he dove into explaining why you cannot 100% the game.
Desino is a good man.
And he went with actual level design and explanation of how basic entities work in games, especially old ones. Because remember, shit's fucking simple. It's really fucking simple. And he showed a level of incompetence that was interesting.
Hard to rival?
No. It's not the worst we've seen. Like, have you played the game The Chosen?
Yeah, I've heard of it. The Chosen.
I've mentioned it a couple of times. To this day, this is the worst ARPG I've played in my entire life. I can give flack to a lot of fucking ARPGs out there, but they're never this bad. This is just genuinely bad. This is the only ARPG I was never able
I just
to
put
beat.
down The Chosen game as as a search term, and I went to images. Guess what's the first image?
I don't want to know.
Blood 2.
Well, close enough.
Don't play Blood 2, kids. Yeah. Oh, so there's a trailer that came out for a movie called Supernova, starring Stanley Tucci and Colin Firth playing a gay couple.
Sorry, the full name is The Chosen Well of
Souls. Well of Souls, yeah. Isometric, classic sort of RPG, but...
ARPG like Diablo, except
Yes.
it's much worse. And as much as some of Serious Sam's 1 levels were good, and
A
some
lot of
them
them
were
are not.
this game has nothing good in it.
No. Just don't play Serious Sam for children. Play 2 because it's the best one. If you feel like wasting 2 weeks playing it consistently.
Okay, I don't think it's the best one. It had horrendous fucking control. The physics engine was.
Physics engine? What physics engine? You mean stack box falls from nothing? Yeah, sure. Physics engine.
See, The Witcher 3 has a better physics engine.
You kidding me?
that game-
Deus Ex 2000 has a better physics engine.
Sorry. The Witcher 3 has one of the worst fucking physics engines I've seen in a long time.
My favorite, my favorite about The Witcher 3 is when there's cutscenes, and every time it cuts back to Geralt, the physics has to load back, so his hair and his like pendant just flicker a little.
Just so you know, I went with long loose for hair and beard.
Yes, the only way.
Of course. I mean, you have a hair.
You found a barber. That's good.
Oh yeah, I already finished fucking Novigrad. I went to Oxenford as well. But also, the couple of things that were just interesting.
Yeah.
But I have died so many times from The Witcher from shitty fucking platforming and jumping, and especially with the Siri moment. I also learned that you can do the cursed Siri image, and I kind of missed it.
Yeah, there's bits. Again, I need to touch the game to actually talk about it. Because
have you seen cursed Siri?
No, I will Google it now. Cursed.
No, it's a thing. It's a bug you can make, and it stays for the whole fucking game.
All right.
It is some of the most atrocious things I've seen in my entire life.
Cursed Siri. Images.
You trigger it very specifically.
Cursed Siri bug, Witcher 3. Come on, show me the image. I want to see it. I want to see how cursed this out. I can't see it. God damn it. Never mind.
You can search for this. It's a very specific trigger that you need to do for you to glitch out the whole game. And nothing fixes it, by the way. Even reloading old saves does not fix it. You need to start the game again. From the beginning. Nothing fixes it. It is legitimately what the fuck.
I'll have to look it up because nothing's popping up on the image search.
Because probably people don't want you to see this.
Oh, is it that bad?
Oh, it's fucking horrendous.
Okay. But yeah, anyway.
I thought I was like, what the fuck is this?
Anyway, trailers. Yeah, as I said, Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci played a gay couple in a film. And it's a film about them, the two of them going on a holiday, and one of them has been diagnosed with dementia. So it's going to be a heartwarming / gut-wrenching film with two great actors playing a gay couple.
Sure, I'll watch it.
I'll watch it. It's Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci acting crazy.
Just acting.
Yes. That's literally the film. It's them two just acting. I want to see that. I actually want to see that very hard. Did you see the trailer for WandaVision? The Marvel show.
What? No, I don't care about it.
I can't blame it. It doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty alright, but I still don't know what it's about. Then we have a trailer for a film for The Haunting of Bly Manor. A trailer, The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Don't know about one.
Is it? Wait, what is it again? Is it going to be a series? I think it's going to be a film. Oh no, it's a show. It's a TV show. It's going to be on Netflix. It's by the same dudes that made The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh.
Then we And that's a 404. God damn it. Well, I'm not going to talk about... It's Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are putting out a new show, and there was a trailer for it, but now the page is gone. The show is called Truth Seekers, for those that want to know. Okay, so last week there was a thing about a movie called The Trial of the Chicago 7. And we had a trailer drop this week. Directed by Aaron Sorkin. And it stars a lot of actors, stacked cast. So Yahya Abdul-Mateen, Sacha Baron Cohen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Michael Keaton, Frank Langella, John Carroll Lynch, Eddie Redmayne, Mark Rylance, Alex Sharp, and Jeremy Strong. It's like there's a lot of people involved in this. It's about the protests that happened in the late 60s. What was intended to be a peaceful protest at the 1968 Democratic National Convention turned into a violent clash with police and National Guard. The organizers of the protest, including all these names, were charged with conspiracy to incite a riot, and the trial that followed was one of the most notorious in history. So it's a movie covering that.
Okay.
With an incredibly stacked cast.
I mean, I'm happy that we're finally getting some good movies back.
It's coming to Netflix, so...
Because it's been kind of dry. Of course, so... yeah.
So, you know how James Gunn is making the Suicide Squad? And you know how John Cena is going to be playing Peacemaker in that?
Yes.
Well, apparently they're teaming up with HBO Max to make a Peacemaker show.
Oh, so he's going to survive to the end. Okay, got it.
Or you never know, it might be a prequel.
Maybe
might
so,
be a prequel show.
But there's no point in... See, this is the thing I mostly hate about stuff like this. I've said it 1,000 times. It's like, prequels are kind of useless once it's over. Because let's take the most well-known one, the Anakin Skywalker, the prequels.
Yippee!
Regardless of what happened throughout the 3 movies, you always knew he was gonna fall to the dark side. You always know what's gonna happen in the end, because it needs to happen.
Evo, he just... Yeah, but he doesn't like sand.
Maybe so.
It's coarse, and it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
Maybe so. But, again, it's the same thing. The same thing when, whatchamacallit? Oh, for fuck's sake, the TV show, the prequel, the Harry Potter prequel show, same fucking issue. We already know
this is pod racing.
I actually don't mind that.
The pod racing, to be fair, the pod racing scene is the best part of Phantom Menace. I would argue it's better than the sword fight.
Oh, no. Shundun, Hundum is the best part of that movie. Shundun. Shundun.
Yeah, we don't want to sing it too much because we're gonna get copyright claimed.
Maybe. As the same goes, like, it's pointless. You already know how it's gonna end. All tension that you can build up is negated by the fact that you know what's gonna happen. It's stupid. It's just stupid. All those teetering that maybe he's the chosen one that's gonna lead the fucking Jedis to a new age of peace.
You
Bullshit.
were the chosen one, Anakin.
No, listen, bullshit. He became Darth Vader. We
you
already
were
know.
Supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in ruin.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's pointless. Oh my god, what the fuck is this movie?
Which one?
I found a movie. Mutant Vampire Zombies from the Hood.
Of course you find something like that. How do you have a knack for finding shit like that?
I'm gonna watch it.
Of course you are.
But and this is so fucking... I mean, why?
It's over, Bananakin. I have the high ground. Bananakin. Anyway, forget that. Forget the prequels.
The Hannibal, the TV show Hannibal, also suffers the same issue. The other one, that's the Bates one. Yeah, Bates.
Bates Motel?
Yeah. We already know what's gonna happen.
It's all just like... It's not in a lot of cases, it feels like there's no cool ideas anymore. It's all prequels, sequels, and remakes.
See, sequels I can get behind. Maybe some stories deserve a sequel, some don't.
Yeah, but a lot of the ones coming out just don't.
Never make a fucking prequel. Never make a prequel. That should be the cardinal fucking rule. It's like, imagine this. Now we have the Witcher TV series,
Yes.
and 2 years from now we'll get the Witcher prequel. Of how Geralt became Geralt of Rivia.
I really don't. We get that in the show. I don't want to see it in a prequel.
But now, maybe so. But you can get the full fucking series now. See, more milking. And what's the point? We already know how this is going to end. All tension you can bring into the entire fucking series.
The first season ended so well, I just want to see the second season.
It's the same as with Gotham City, what they at least try to keep it with the...
Yeah, but Gotham went for a sort of different spin anyway, so it's not exactly one-to-one.
Yeah, it isn't anymore, but in the beginning, it's like, we already know how the Joker is going to turn out. How the
do you know what's the funniest thing about that Joker?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have the license for the Joker, so they couldn't call him the Joker. So that's why they just called him Jay.
But,
even though he looks exactly like the Joker. And initially, it was this one guy, but then he died, and his twin brother came back into the city, and he became the Joker. Sorry, he became Jay.
Okay.
So they were jumping massive hoops and giant sharks to get the Joker into the show without calling him the Joker, even though he acts the exact same way, looks the exact same way, even falls in a vat of acid.
Because of course he does.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, yeah, now that you say prequels, remember the Flintstones movie?
No, I decided to scrap that shit out of my fucking mind.
That movie isn't terrible. It's got some funny shit in it, and it's a decent family film. And then they made a sequel, which wasn't a sequel, but a prequel that was a lot worse than the first one. It's the first one had Halle Berry in it.
I decided to scrub my fucking memory out of...
And John Goodman. It's just silly, man. I really don't understand some parts. That it just confuses me. Can you think of any good prequels? Well, let's have a Google here. Good prequel films. The first 3 that show up are the Star Wars prequels. No. Oh,
yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is a prequel. And that's a good film.
Kinda, but not really. Also, it was just fucking 15 minutes in the movie in the beginning where it was a prequel. Come on.
Yeah. Also, the new Planet of the Apes franchise is prequel. And those are really good films.
Yeah, I don't think people give a shit because they also changed the story a lot.
Yeah. Red Dragon is a prequel.
I don't like that movie.
I don't mind it.
Also, that movie is not about Hannibal, who is by essence.
Parts of it I like.
Wait, how the fuck is it? But he's...
Red Dragon takes place before Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah, because Silence of the Lambs, yeah, the Texas accent. Well, it's arguable how much of a... See, it's not really a prequel when you think about it. Because the Red Dragon is actually by the book. And it tackles more of the stuff in the book.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
I'm trying to see if there's any more modern films that are prequels.
And that's the difference, because also Hannibal is the focal point of all movies.
Yeah.
He's the most important thing. And remember, his relationship with Will is what
it's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, but Will is not in the Silence in the Lambs.
No, he's only Red Dragon.
Exactly. So essentially, you have different stories with different main characters, mainish characters around the focal point of the movie.
Yeah.
Not they're just canonically in the timeline set in such a way that first comes the Red Dragon, then comes Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
That's it, and that's it. But essentially, still
oh my goodness, movies. I forgot about this film.
Which one?
Do you remember Oz the Great and Powerful? one of the genuinely worst films I think I've ever seen in my life. Starring James Franco.
I know you went and saw it in the cinema. I refused to.
Did, and I wanted to kill myself afterwards. Yeah, so now, there we go. I found a list on the Wikipedias that is, there's the prequel, and then there's the original. So yeah, Wizard of Oz, then Oz the Great and Powerful, which somehow looks worse with modern CGI compared to the original Wizard of Oz. So we have The Purge, the original, and then in 2018 we got The First Purge, which is the prequel.
Yes, and it fucking destroyed the whole point of The Purge.
Yep. Bambi, 1942. Bambi 2, 2006. That's a prequel to Bambi.
I have never seen Bambi 2, and I refuse
Neither
to.
have I, and I want to kill myself just for knowing. And most of these are Psycho 4, The Beginning, 1990, a TV film, which is a prequel to Psycho. Why?
I don't know.
Do you want to know a really good prequel? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Prequel to what?
A fistful of dollars in for a few more. And for a few dollars more. It technically takes place before those two.
But it's the same fucking principle, like I said, with the Red Dragon and stuff.
Yes. Still a good film, though. Oh, yeah, and Kong Skull Island is technically a prequel to the new Godzilla films.
But it came out first. And that's the thing that you need to remember.
No, Godzilla 2014 came out first.
But it had no direct ties to it.
Well,
Kong Skull Island and Godzilla is the prequels to the eventual.
Yeah, Prometheus and Alien Covenant are prequels.
Yeah, we don't talk about those movies.
The Thing 2011 is a prequel. Oh yeah, Tremors 4: The Legend Begins.
I don't fucking remember that part.
Watch Tremors, for God's sake. Just watch Tremors and don't watch anything else. Yeah, a lot of the... Oh yeah, I forgot Dumb and Dumber had a prequel. Made 11 years after the original. And Casper also had one.
See, those are movies that I skipped, and I decided to skip.
Yeah, you've done a good thing. You've done a really good thing. Yeah, Scorpion King being a prequel to The Mummy, obviously.
Which Mummy?
The Brendan Fraser one. There's a lot of prequels, man. There's way
my mind is currently making fucking modern science, really, because it doesn't fucking feel like it.
Yeah, it can. It's not even modem sound for me. You know the sound that an old school like receipt printer makes.
I guess it's because we had a CGI shot of the Rock as the Scorpion King, even though the Scorpion King, the movie finished in a completely different tone. I think I'm not.
I don't mind the Scorpion King film. The Rock hasn't gotten that good at acting at that point, but it's still like a fun action comedy adventure with The Rock. And I don't mind that. It's a good film. Well, not a good film, but a decent film. A fun film. Anyway, forget all these prequels. Let's get into the movie for this week, which is the Quatermass Experiment.
See, I was watching this movie and I thought to myself, gee, I don't know. First of all, it plays out like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yes, it does.
But it also reminded me of a movie I actually hold dear. A shitty movie, but a movie I have so much fun rewatching.
Which one?
The Faculty.
Oh.
Of course it's the fucking Faculty.
Of all films, you have to talk about the Faculty. Oh shit, they do have a lot in common, don't they?
Kinda, yes, but not really. I mean, the Faculty is just I call it a precursor to stuff like Teen Wolf, in a sense.
Yeah.
But not directly. And not intentionally. But what actually is gonna what actually been is the fact with the incessance is about an alien coming to coming to Earth and trying to conquer it, and is based on it wants water.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. For a second there, I thought that the connection dropped, and I was gonna get very upset.
And you know that's fine, but and the movie starts off with a rocket jumping down, and only one person survives, but it's
Yeah,
questionable.
you know what I love about that whole like 15 minutes at the start of the film? You get all the backstory and everything you need to know there and then, and it's all actually delivered pretty all right for the time.
Yeah, and arguably the best part of the movie begins because at this point it's a mystery.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out what the fuck happened, and they try all the sciencey bullshit, but it's toned down. They don't use big words.
Yeah, there's Dr. Quatermass, who's the main scientist behind it, and he's like there as well. He's come all the way down from America, you see, and he's gonna help him out, and he's gonna do the investigation with the Scotland Yard. Yeah.
One thing that bugged me was the wife of the surviving pilot.
I didn't like the wife.
She had an American accent in a movie that's strictly set in Britain.
Well, yeah, because he was the one American pilot on the ship. Because they launched it from the U.S. and then the ship landed in England. That's why I'm here. I'm Dr. Quatermass, or Professor.
Which is also, but this is just just nitpicking.
Yeah.
Even though that there was also a couple of guys who sounded way too American for being British, but that's fine. That's just. That's just
also, that ship set is pretty cool because it's a round set, so they can rotate it and they do it.
And this is without doubt the best part of the movie. That whole investigation part, that whole mystery of what the fuck actually happened, what went on, and the way they go about it, and how they use rationality, and they're slow and methodical. I appreciate that.
I even like the bit where they watch the footage back. The recording inside the ship. That's a really good scene.
Yeah, imagine this nowadays, movie makers. Imagine this: your fucking science and investigation people use their fucking brains. How cool would that be?
And they actually think logically, and they're like, okay, this has happened, but we need to cover this up. We can't tell everybody, so it's a lot of we can't tell the public. Keep the public quiet in this one.
Yes, but it also make rational arguments because there's also a position. It reminds me a lot of the original Godzilla movie, and how they tackle the whole fact that Godzilla exists and how the rest of the world doesn't know about this.
And how they would actually cope in reality with it.
And there was also the scene with the masses. They were demanding them to actually acknowledge they were everybody, and both sides made valid arguments. Good writing.
Yep, the movie overall is very tightly and very well written.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. Like the one really good scene I like is when they first open up the ship, and they're spraying it down with the hoses, and Quatermass says, "Okay, we're gonna go inside the ship and have a look what's going on because we've just saved the pilot. By the time we get out, I don't want anybody to be here. I don't want to see people here because they're not supposed to see this." They come out of the ship, but there's still the crowd because they couldn't get rid of them. Everybody's still there, which would happen in reality because it's in a small rural town. They don't have a big police force, so it's like we can't. It's what would actually happen, which I appreciate. Sorry, go on.
And besides that, there was and the guy that they saved is obviously something's wrong with him. They try to figure out what the fuck's going on, and they do all the sciencey stuff, including biology and microbiology, and they kind of slowly piecing things together. But of course, the civilians and his wife become antsy. They're like, "We need to release him. You're not doing anything."
Because she's like, again, a realistic sort of, "You're not doing anything, doctor. You're an asshole. I want my husband," even though he's clearly a vegetable. So she hires a detective to free the husband from the hospital. And is that where we get the first kill? It is, isn't it?
I think so. And And she hires a detective to try and get him out.
Yes.
And he gets him out, and then she gets in the car with him, and he starts behaving strangely.
Yeah,
That honestly became, and for most astute people who have watched movies already can tell that it's an arbophobia. It's an arbophobic movie where it's a lot of vegetation that actually does the killing.
Yes.
Fucking sure.
I love the guy that plays, I forget his name, the guy who's infected, because you can clearly tell that the direction was, okay, you're struggling to control what's controlling you, or something's controlling you and you cannot stop it. So the whole time he just looks terrified all the way through.
Yeah.
Even with the little girl later. But yeah, he kills the detective by
Sucking out the water.
Yeah, he absorbs a cactus first, and then he absorbs the detective.
And this is why I was making immediately clicked in my head. Man, this reminds me of the faculty, because in the faculty it's the same principle. It just wants water.
I quite like the prosthetics on the detective when they find him, where half his face is a skull.
Yeah, it's simple stuff. Like, they didn't go over budget on the
No,
stuff.
you can tell the budget was very low.
And they tried to make the most out of it, unlike the reptile, which they had to blow. They had to show everything.
I have an idea. That was him doing a line of cocaine. I have an idea. There's a woman, and she's a snake. And she sheds her skin.
The movie progresses. It's kind of slow, but it's a good type of slow. And like I said, this is the last part where the movie actually becomes good. Because afterwards, now that you know what's wrong with him, now that you know what's going on, the movie starts rolling down. It becomes a chase, and the chase is him going and killing other people. It's just wakes up.
I'm glad he didn't kill the little girl. Because for a second I was like, please don't kill the little girl. But then I realized the movie's from the 50s.
Of course. But honestly, let's be fair here. He should have killed the little girl, because now he has a bit of humanity that's never been explored. It's kind of pointless.
But again, it's also, because it's the 50s, it was more like, okay, he's a monster now. We don't give a shit about the rest. Just get it done.
And this whole him raking up body counts mostly on animals, which is kind of fucking funny.
Yeah, because he sneaks into the zoo. Yeah.
Also, for fact, you know the first zoo in the world was in Tower Bridge, not the prison tower in London.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It's a cool detail. I did not know.
Tower of London, I think it was.
First zoo facts of the evening. But he absorbs all the animals apart from some rats. And they get the rats back to the lab to analyze them. With some pretty...
Sorry. I mean, apparently it's in Egypt, but one that most people refer to the UK. Let's go with the UK.
Yeah. But I like the little practical thing they did inside the rat cage, or the little cubby, little glass box, and it's like a pulsate. All the monster effects in this are pretty great. Because they use it very sparingly, and it's very well made. Again, considering it's 55, considering they couldn't show violence on screen. Even at the end, when they finally show the monster in its full glory, you don't see it properly. You see it through a screen, because they knew how to work around their budget and their limitations.
It's the very first zoo in London was in the Tower of London.
Oh.
From the 1200s to 1835. Still, though, considering the fact that the first zoo in England was made by, again, King Henry I in the 1100s, it's pretty good.
Jesus. Herding animals all the way from back then, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's first animals, that it's people's, nation's treasures.
Yeah.
I had a funny conversation with my Bangladeshi friends from my last place where I lived. They were like, we went to see the raw treasures and shit. And when they were going through the piles of gold, they were like, this gold was from other country. So I was like, oh, you forgot to. He was like, oh, you forgot to mention stolen. We had some.
You know, for all it's worth, with the treasures that are in Bulgarian museums, at least they're from our own land. Or at least they were dug up on our own territory, and they weren't exactly, you know.
So, the movie goes on. It comes to the last part, and I do have to give the credit because they show the monster, and it's far bigger from far away.
It's from far away, but they're looking at it. They're looking at it through a screen.
Yeah, it looks fine.
It looks alright, and it's all in shadow, and they know how to like hide the bits that are, you know, bad.
I also want to point out something that I absolutely love is the preparation for them to kill it.
Yep.
And the killing is absolutely amazing. Mostly because it sets up the movie The Thing, the remake.
Uh-huh. The killing is not only amazing, but it's also logical.
It's a slow, arduous process of science and planning and strategy of how to kill a fucking thing, not just shoot at it till it dies.
Much like other films from that time. They actually have the discussion, like Quatermass and the Doctor are having the discussion. Quatermass is like, we should try to do this. The Doctor goes, oh, no, that's a bad idea. And the Doctor goes, we should try to do this. The Quatermass goes, no, that's also a bad idea. And they go through several like different options.
The movie kind of finishes there.
Yeah, they electrocute the fucker. It's great. They drain the entire power from London, the electrical power, and they just electrocute the fucking thing.
I saw they set it on fire, but maybe that's the end process.
Yeah, because well, yeah, it's part of it, because they electrocute it, and then it goes up because it's on a railing, and it just zaps it.
Man, that part, I genuinely enjoyed that part, because, you know, it's refreshing. Nowadays, you just see people go shoot it till it dies.
Or, like, burn it or something, or, yeah. What I like about this film is they take their time to actually explain things, but not in a way that, oh, the audience is stupid, let's explain it. No, they're actually, like, working it like a normal person would work it. And I love this film.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It has its issues, again, but it has severe pacing problems in places.
Oh, no, it does have that. It's a movie that's, I guess this is the hammer trope at this point. The good first two thirds of the movie, shit fucking ending.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's going to be like a ongoing thing with until Halloween. So
for next week, I have cheese. Grade A mature cheese.
Oh.
Happens now. Something so fucking cheesy, you need to see it to believe it.
Do tell.
It's Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter.
Oh no.
It is cheese at its fucking finest. God,
Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. 1974.
Cheese. Absolute fucking cheese.
Okay, let me just read the... I will read the synopsis. The first sentence, that is. Debonair supernatural expert Captain Kronos and his hunchbacked assistant Grost meet their match when they encounter a village where vampires have been stealing the vitality of young women, leaving them elderly and decrepit.
Do you know what's funny?
It's fully available on YouTube?
Of course it is. It's cheese at its finest. This is, see, when you mentioned last week that it's AMC, this is a movie that's a staple at AMC at this point. This is everything I remember AMC to showing me, just this amount of cheese.
Yeah.
But also, I'm gonna watch Mutant Vampire Zombies from the Hood. I'm gonna watch this.
That's one of the worst titles I've ever heard of.
Oh, sorry. Does Lesbian Vampire Killer sound better?
Somehow, yes. Because it's less words.
But have you watched that? I have met you watch that.
We watched it back at university.
Yeah, that movie was amazing.
Well, we tried to take shots, but then we kind of stopped at one point because we were getting too drunk.
No, that was the Uwe Boll
Or was
one.
that the Uwe Boll marathon that were like half dead within the first 10 minutes of Far Cry? Yeah, don't play the Uwe Boll drinking game, kids. It's
not fun.
no.
I ran out of alcohol.
We
still set
we were watching Far Cry. Yeah, 15 minutes and we were out of vodka because it was.
My fucking God, what is this?
And then we spent the rest of the night just laying on the couch, wondering where the night went while we watched horrible Uwe Boll films. Like, they're bad, but they're not good bad. They're just bad.
I think someone made a direct observation that Uwe Boll has stopped being the fun bad kind of person that,
Yeah.
we all used to watch. Because, yeah, I've seen his later movies. Just, they're bad, but they're not incompetent. But they're not incompetent bad like some other movies I can name.
Yeah.
That he made. It's kind of depressing because I was expecting really bad. What I got was just bad, not funny bad, not House of the Dead bad, just bad.
House of the Dead, the spinning camera,
and the video game shots of death, and
Asian chick. You mean the cutaways to the game to as a transition to the next scene?
Also, the video game style of deaths, including with the Asian chick with the fucking American flag as a bikini. Honestly, I liked her the most. She talked the least.
I guess.
But at least it gave us a second fucking movie there, a movie that we all enjoy.
The second one's alright, yeah. Considering it's made by people who actually wanted to just make a movie based on the video game, and not Uwe Boll who went, wait a second, this doesn't have anything to do with the video game. Put transitions of the video game, and maybe then people will get confused, or get convinced, or something. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Quatermass Experiment. I recommend it if you like a slower film with pretty cool acting, very 50s acting, and great, again, as I said last week, great body horror for the time.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the staple horror movies later on took a little bit of inspiration from this one.
Yes.
It's not much, but you can definitely see some of it. But it does play like a Twilight Zone episode, which I fucking love.
And it just, again, everything is laid out within the first 10-15 minutes. You don't need to know anything else after that until they find out, what's actually going on.
Yeah, kinda. So next week we're gonna watch Vampire Hunter Chronos. Sorry, Captain Chronos Vampire Hunter. And you're gonna love it.
By the title, I think I probably am gonna love it, yeah. Oh, right then. We shall leave you into the night. Now you can find us on pretty much anywhere where you can find a podcast. So we're on all the platforms. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, YouTube, Wooshka, Twitch, Facebook, all these places. Just Google the name of the podcast and we'll pop up straight away. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in. And if you have any questions or anything to add, scream at me on Twitter, @aguyfromplebin. That's the best place to do that. I've kind of started using Twitter now, just to read what people are saying. I don't really post anything myself, but I guess that's the thing. Twitter. Yay, Twitter. Have you got anything to add, good sir?
No, not really.
Cool. I'm going to go make a sandwich because I'm hungry.
Good for you.
Good for you. And we'll see you next week on the Voices from Behind podcast. I am playing music now.